Hello, chosen ones. This is episode 4, and today I just wanted to just tell you all that God is with you. God is welcome with you. This particular episode, I want to talk about being a stepping stone. So, if you're in a situation that you feel like everybody around you is being blessed, and it's like, God, where's my blessing coming? I'm helping all these people. People use me as a stepping stone. Even you can even be in a situation where you feel like people have used you. And it's like, I feel used, God. I feel used. I feel like people just don't take me serious. I just feel like, when is my blessing going to come? Well, I'm here to tell you that you are a chosen one for a reason. You were made to endure. From my personal experience, I have been through this as well. Um, Friends, family members that just seem to just like prevail. And God has to always remind me, like, Shamara, I gave you something different. You're set apart. So, whereas they may prevail in a different aspect, like me prevailing is getting close to the Lord and learning the knowledge and the applying the word to my life. That is my blessing, and that is the true blessing. You always have to remember that leveling up spiritually is the true blessing, and getting, well, understanding and knowing God's word and how he wants us to live and the principles that he wants us to live by. That is the true blessing. Your light is very bright. You also have to be very careful of the people you attract. You're going to attract both the good and the bad, because within you there's light. We also have to understand that we are battling with the spirits. Okay, we're not battling with flesh and blood, we're battling with the spirits. So yes, these people are going to be attracted to you because you hold something in you that will help them. Okay, so be very mindful of the spiritual atmosphere you're in. Be mindful of what people say to you, what people do to you, but then always keep at the base of your heart that you were made to endure, and never take anything personal. Okay, never take anything personal. I'm going to share a poem with you guys. It's called Stepping Stone. And hopefully you guys will get a more clear understanding of exactly what I'm talking about, being a stepping stone. Here we go. Stepping stone. We both fall down into a trench. Complete darkness envelops us. We walk toward the cliff and begin to climb. The darkness creeps up higher and rests at the bottom of our feet. It slowly haunts us as we ascend upward, and the dim sunlight rests at the top. We figure that the only way to salvation is up. A cool breeze sweeps downward, and now we shiver in fear. The sunlight starts to dim, and we anticipate that we will be in total darkness. I stop and pray that we will make it and not be swept away by the darkness. We are hanging on by a will and a prayer, and one wrong slip, we may fall down into the rocky trench. Don't look down, I say, focus. I look over to see the tears and fear written on her face. She is terrified. It will be okay, I urge. Don't look down. Keep looking up into the light. God will make a way. With dedication and patience, we are but a short distance away. Brick by brick, we climb the edge. As our fingers are blistered and pained, we get to the ledge and we can't reach the next level. Over the ledge is sure freedom, and now worry has settled in. What do we do now? She says, with tears streaming down her face. The sound of the darkness whispers beneath us, and she grasps onto me for comfort. I will hoist you up on my shoulders. You will make it. I will sacrifice. I hugged her and gave her a kiss on the cheek and bent down. She climbed on my shoulders. With all my might, I stood up and lifted her up on my tippy toes. She grabbed the cliff and pulled herself up. She laid on the ground and peeped over the ledge. Tears streamed down her face, and love permeated from her heart. Thank you. She walked away, and I was left listening to the loud hum of the wilderness. A sacrifice. I'm always a sacrifice. It's far too high to reach, and I am left alone. I press my back onto the rocky cliff, and tears stream down my face. I rest my head onto my knees as I wait to be swallowed by the darkness. I heard a faint call beckoning me to jump. The only way up is down. I looked down into the darkness and looked up at the light above. I couldn't stay here. There was nothing here. There was nothing left. I stood up and jumped down into the darkness. To my surprise, I fell into water. I looked up beneath the water, and with almost all hope left, I saw a hand and a faint face reaching down to grab me. Swallowed and out of breath, I reached up. To an instant touch of love, I closed my eyes and was captivated by the overwhelming feeling of happiness and joy. All of a sudden, I felt the sun on my face and I was welcomed to the dry land. As I rolled onto my back in anticipation of catching my breath, I looked up toward the sky to feel the faint, lingering spirit of God. I basked in it, I soaked in it, and was interrupted by the overflow of water onto the dirt. I stood up and looked at the water. God overflew the deepest trench with water. As I reached down to touch the water, it subsided back down into the trench. I ran to the edge of the cliff to see the water, but it was sucked back down into the deepness. Engraved inside me was a glimmer of light signed by God, giving me permission to be the light of the darkness, a stepping stone, used to hold the weak and weary amongst my shoulders. I was so blessed. Blessing in the struggle, honored to be a foot soldier for Christ. I allow people to use me as a stepping stone to love, freedom, and success. And by God's grace and gracious heart, He blessed me with His everlasting presence. And my light and help were forever engraved into the heart of others that have used me as a stepping stone. The end. I hope you guys enjoyed this poem, and I want to give you guys a quick word of encouragement. There is a blessing in what you are capable of providing people through God's grace. Be a stepping stone in somebody's life. There are some people around you that are not going to be strong enough to bear the weight of life, hardships, trials, and tribulations, and you be that stepping stone. You carry that. God says, carry that burden with joy. God bless you all, and I will see you in the next episode. God bless.